I plead the blood of Holy Yahushua over this video and over the mind, body, and spirit of every child of Yah watching this video in Yahushua HaMashiach's holy name. Shalom, priests. And as I said last week, here is the video I want to share with you that was mirrored already 2 times. I think it's important that we see this video about the 2 trumps. We know that the Prince of Persia is already here. His body of the Antichrist is already here and in action. But we won't know until Satan is cast down to earth and he enters into the man's body. We won't have complete confirmation as to who it is until this person dies and comes back, right? Is resurrected. That is scripture. So we've all been seeing this message about the twins, and we've already discussed how the things that are spiritual, the things that are in the heavenlies, also manifest on earth, and they're also represented symbolically or in some way on earth. Also the evil ones, they use these spiritual things and they use them in rituals, and so they manifest them on earth with lesser magic, and it's a whole thing I don't want to go into here, but I'm explaining this to you to tell you, to show you that it's important for you to have this information. I don't know what the information is going to lead up to. Maybe it will lead up to the Antichrist. I don't know, but it is important for us to have the information so that if what the person who did this video, if what they show does manifest, we'll understand what it means. Okay, so that's why I'm saying it's important to know the information. After we live a little bit, time will tell what we should do with the information. Maybe nothing at all, but it is definitely at the least, it is showing that these prophecies and these things are being manifested or are being shown in the material world for those with eyes to see and ears to hear. All right, saints, so here you go. With no further ado, enjoy the video. And again, just for your information, all right? All glory to the Most High Father. Holy is Yahushua. Shalom, priests.
Trying to scrape up a down payment for a little fixer-upper in your neighborhood? Take a look at my next guest. There's a report around Wall Street that this is what he has in mind. This is Donald Trump, 33 years old. And some people think that he wants to buy the World Trade Center, the 110-story Manhattan skyscraper that anyone can pick up if they've got the coins. This is Donald Trump, 33 years old, and some people think that he wants to buy the World Trade Center.
Hi, this is Daniel Clamp. You know, no visit to New York is complete without a tour of the world's most fully automated office building. My Clamp Premier Regency Trade Center and Retail Concourse, headquarters of Clamp Enterprises and home of CCN, Clamp Cable Network Television.
That's the story of the Clamp Premier Regency Office Center, where one man's dream became a reality. I hope you enjoyed today's tour, and don't forget, pick up your copy of Mr. Clamp's best-selling book, I Took Manhattan. Now, the center is just one part of Mr. Clamp's round-the-world business network, which includes construction, sports, finance, and, of course, a popular line of jams and jellies. Now, for those of you who have cable TV at home, the Clamp Cable Network is located right here in the building.
The death of Mr. Wing removes the last obstacle to developer Daniel Clamp's long-delayed Chinatown project. This quaint little shop, which once housed many rare objects from the Orient, must now make way for the future, Daniel Clamp style.
Okay, that's Clamp. Let's go.
Mr. Clamp, is it true the building's been evacuated?
Sir, is the building on fire?
No, that's a false alarm. We've just got some problems.
I think real estate would be highly lucrative.
Now there's a computer that puts you in touch with the world like never before.
You're the one to talk to, Doug.
At the touch of a button, you get TV, FM stereo.
Doug.
At the touch of a button. At the touch of a button, you get TV, FM stereo, even a digital answering machine.
Hey, Doug, this is Donald Trump. Just got your email. Let me give you my direct line at Trump Tower.
The Toshiba Infinia, when you're ready for a different computer.
Trump has said, quite seriously, that he's a good enough bargainer to negotiate a nuclear disarmament treaty with the Russians.
One day we're told that a shadowy figure with no fixed address named Osama bin Laden is public enemy number one, and U.S. jet fighters lay waste to his camp in Afghanistan. I really am convinced we're in danger of the sort of terrorist attacks that will make the bombing of the 1993 Trade Center look like kids playing with firecrackers.
Trump is on the line. And we know him as the man behind lots of real estate in Manhattan. And of course, Donald, I understand you were actually a witness to what happened this morning.
Well, I have a window that looks directly at the World Trade Center, and I saw this huge explosion. I was with a group of people, and I really couldn't even believe it. I mean, you look at Larry Silverstein, who's a terrific owner in New York and a very good friend of mine who I just called. I was very worried about him, because I assume maybe he was in the building. He took possession of the building 1 week ago.
Mr. Trump, what should be the response to this attack? How should the U.S. respond to such a devastating?
Well, I think they have to respond quickly and effectively. They have to find out exactly what the cause was, who did it, and they have to go after these people because there is no other choice. And then secondarily, and much less importantly, we have to rebuild in some form that will be just as majestic as the World Trade Center. Secondarily, and much less importantly, we have to rebuild in some form that will be just as majestic as the World Trade Center.
What kind of cost would you estimate to rebuild this area? How much money has been lost in the attack?
I would say $15 to $20 billion. You're talking billions and billions of dollars, and it's irreparable. But I really feel that the location is such and the importance of the monument is such that we have to rebuild.
If we rebuild the World Trade Center in the form of a skeleton, Freedom Tower, the terrorists win. We want to rebuild the World Trade Center as the World Trade Center, but better, a little bit taller, a lot stronger, just plain better.
Donald has been up since 5, and he's ready for work.
I've never tried to tie on the Oprah show before, I'll tell you.
How's this for a commute? Donald rides one elevator down and up another.
Today I had a lot of meetings, as I always do. I'm doing 2 deals that I think will be terrific. It's a hectic lifestyle, but it's fun, it's creative.
Before his first meeting, Donald Trump hits the phones.
The other guy's gonna have a fit if you tell him that. Don't even mention it to him. Just get the goddamn thing signed, okay? So what do you think of my Trump home mattress collection by Serta? Finally, the same luxury and comfort I demand in my hotels.
Oh, they'll never count sheep again.
Listen, why don't you come work for me?
What do you have in mind?
Something you were born to do.
Welcome to room 9.
Looking good, number 9, looking good.
Where's your dignity?
I am officially running for President of the United States.
It is my high honor and distinct privilege to introduce to you the President-elect of the United States of America, Donald Trump.
I hate some of these people, but I'd never kill them.
How the did this happen?
The American dream is dead. Stop resisting.
The president's powers here are beyond question.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last president of the United States.
Coming to an American city near you.
Also like you to get back to me, if you don't mind, to explain the disparity in REO rates. Do you know what an REO is?
An Oreo?
No, not an Oreo.
There are 2 different Donald Trumps. There's the one you see on the stage, and there's the one who's very cerebral, sits there and considers things very carefully. You can have a very good conversation with him. And that's the Donald Trump that you're going to start seeing more and more of right now.
Me! No way! It's double Trump. And we're gonna be huge!
Let's get this party started. Where are my golden double stuffed cookies?
Right where they belong.
That's terrific.
It is.
I really like it.
I do too. Check it out, it's the new DSRL theme song. It's the League of the Future now, it's got 2 Trumps. Trump, 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 golden double stuffed Oreo. Trump.
I love it. Hi, I'm Donald Trump, and I'll be here with musical guest Toots and the Maytals hosting Saturday Night Live, or as it will soon be called, Trump Night Live.
Once upon a time, on a small island filled with glass towers, there lived a prince. This prince had everything a man could ever want, but was still not happy.
I wish there was a way I could trade places with another man and be free of all this responsibility.
By the way, the guy's here to fix the leak on your solid gold faucet.
Send him in. You look exactly like me. I have a proposition for you, my friend. How would you like to trade places and be me for 1 month?
You really think it would work?
And so the pauper and the prince exchanged identities.
Well, I'm off to find my new happiness. Now for the final test. Let's see if my your assistant, Carl, can tell the difference.
Look at this janitor here.
Ew. It's disgusting.
Carl, take this dirtbag out into the swamps and shoot him.
Oh, wait a minute, Carl. I'm the prince.
Shut up, janitor. You're going on a 6-foot holiday.
You know, I think I'm going to like being the prince. I think there are two Donald Trumps. There's the public version, and people see that, and I don't know what they see exactly, but it seems to have worked over my lifetime. But it's probably different, I think, than the personal Donald Trump. I think Ben would say that. Ben said it very well today. So perhaps there are two Donald Trumps.
A few weeks ago.
First, there's two Trumps.
Okay.
The one in the red tie is the real one. The one in the blue tie is not. The one you saw last night after the victory was the blue tie.
Who is that guy? I know him. Is he the community announcer? He's the president of America. He has a clone. He's an absolute idiot. Yeah, I never liked him either. Do a lot of people see this? The news? A lot. Then if we can get on there together, people will see us and they'll know the truth. Oh.
Sometimes I think Donald Trump is really a set of twins. I do. There's Donald Trump and Ronald Trump. And they're masquerading as the same person, but sometimes they just can't get their story straight.
Welcome back. A fact is a fact is a fact. But President Trump's recent comments to friends, as reported by the New York Times, have made us wonder, does he know about an alternative universe, his own bizarro world where the sun is the moon and a lie is the truth? That's the subject of this week's State of the Cartoon. As comic book aficionados know, Superman has his arch-enemy Bizarro, who lives in a topsy-turvy world where stop means go and yes means no. And increasingly it sounds as though there's a Bizarro Trump who also lives in a world of opposites.
This reality, this wonderful place.
In the real world, in reality, we all heard President Trump say this about that hideous Access Hollywood tape.
I've said and done things I regret, and the words released today on this more than a decade-old video are one of them.
But for Bizarro Trump? Well, the New York Times reports that he's still insisting the tape might not be his voice.
Totally fake and made up. It's like a novel.
Here on planet Earth, President Trump finally admitted this.
President Barack Obama was born in the United States, period.
But in Bizarro world, we're told, the president is still questioning the authenticity of President Obama's birth certificate.
In other breaking news, the world is round, not flat.
You can see this phenomenon almost everywhere, whether it's how often the president golfs or how well he's doing in the polls.
I'm getting tremendous support. Even in your polls, I'm getting tremendous support.
In fact, what we're all watching these days, it makes a lot more sense if, as a kid, you read a lot of Superman comic books.
This is reality. You know it, they know it, I know it, and pretty much the whole world knows it.
It's video setting social media on fire. A guy who's the spitting image of President Trump.
The video shows a gentleman in a plaid shirt checking out scratch-off lottery tickets at a gas station convenience store. Look at his face. He's a double for the president. Separated at birth, says one tweet. So who's the mystery lookalike?
I would love to find out who this guy is.
One clue, the first 6 digits of the gas station's phone number on the window. It's a 903 area code, Northeast Texas. One citizen sleuth thinks it's a gas station in the small town of Dangerfield, Texas. Population 2,460. Here's another clue. He's wearing a U.S. Navy cap. Whoever he sure is Donald's double.
Cantonese opera with Donald Trump is the best crossover. Donald Trump influenced the daily lives of everybody in the whole world, not only America. The brothers have a very mild and peaceful character.
I can't live like this anymore. Maybe it's time to take a good hard look in the mirror. Ooh. Hey, not bad. Oh, wait, that came with the room. Oh, hello, handsome. No, Donald, cut it out. No time for that. You gotta be honest. For once in your life, get one thing off your chest where you were at fault. I'm not 100% consistent. Whoa! A little weight just came off me. More. You cheat at golf? You cheat on your taxes? Oh, you cheat on your wives. Come on, go for it. Here goes. You've been acting like a narcissistic sociopath, and 64% to 67% of the people hate you! Yes!
Wow, I look fantastic.
No, we look fantastic, and I mean really fantastic.
All right, we've got a big interview with Jimmy Fallon coming up. But let's be honest, Fallon's a lightweight. No way he deserves to interview me. The only one qualified to interview me is me.
Me interviewing me, that's what I call a great idea.
Of course it's a great idea. We thought of it.
But no, the only person good enough to be my vice president is me. That's why 14 years ago, I created a clone of myself. He just graduated from the 8th grade, and he's here tonight. He's just fantastic. So allow me to introduce your next vice president, Little Donald.
Thank me. You know, it's just fantastic to be here. It's just fantastic.
Isn't he beautiful? Isn't he terrific?
Secretary Clinton is preparing for anything and everything. In fact, it is being reported that she is actually prepping for 2 Trumps at the debate. An on-message, disciplined Donald Trump and a freewheeling Donald Trump.
And Donald Trump says he is 2 Donald Trumps. And Dr. Ben Carson agreeing and then disagreeing over whether or not we're getting the real Donald Trump.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. He always makes an impact. Now, Get ready for double impact.
There's two of them. Think about it.
Van Damme ×2.
He looks exactly like you.
Me? Twin brothers.
You ever hear a guy named Nigel Griffith?
That's like asking a New Yorker if he's ever heard of Donald Trump.
I met with the president of the Virgin Islands.
Who are you consulting with consistently so that you're ready on day one?
I'm speaking with myself, number one.
It's been a tale of two presidents. The Trump of Twitter, who lives in a dark, deeply personal pool of feuds, and the president who exists in a universe of solid, tangible economic success. Daniel Henniger with the Wall Street Journal editorial board joins us now. He is also a Fox News contributor. Interesting piece. For those who haven't seen it, they can find it in the Wall Street Journal.
Indeed.
A tale of two presidents.
Yes, well, of course, it's Donald Trump, John, and needless to say, he wasn't going to settle for just one presidency. He has given us two in 1 year.
Yeah.
Look at this guy. Great, 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 great. Isn't he doing fantastic? I've got to say you're doing a great job. In fact, I think this show just got better by about 2 billion%. In fact, they just told me, Donald, they just told me this is very interesting. That now that I'm here, this is actually the best monologue in SNL history.
A tale of two Trumps. Dr. Jekyll Donald meet Mr. Hyde Trump. 2 hours in Normandy showcased two Donald Trumps. One presidential, one despicable. Who will show up in 2020? Okay, let's get to the wall. A tale of two Trumps. The president uses the sacred backdrop of Normandy to bash the former special counsel and the Speaker of the House, then honors America's greatest generation. At the 75th anniversary of D-Day, will the real Donald Trump please stand up?
Napoleon, Alexander the Great, Donald Trump, we're all cut from the same cloth, and that cloth is very, very large.
And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was, and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, and goeth into perdition. And there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. And the beast that was, and is not, even he is the 8th, and is of the 7, and goeth into perdition. And I saw one of his heads, as it were, wounded to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the world wondered after the beast, and they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? And there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 42 months. For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.